Hey guys, what's going on? Dace here, and today we are going to be checking out something from Relative Games. Yeah, so I got a key the other day for a game called CounterAttack, and so yeah, we're going to be checking that out. I'm really stoked to see how it goes.
As a malfunction at an automated mining outpost
After this intro.
Proxima Centauri escalated into a war which now threatens our homeworld. Terran forces everywhere were overwhelmed by the superior numbers and firepower of the ruthless automatons. The human race has all but exhausted its resources in its desperate struggle for survival. Earth stands on the brink of annihilation as it mounts its final defense. There is no second chance. The outcome of this conflict will determine the future of our species.
So pretty cool visuals right from the get-go. Just crazy numbers. Okay, here we go, guys. CounterAttack. So yeah, we are in. So we got single player, local multiplayer, online multiplayer. Let's see what options. Ooh, garage. Head to the garage in a minute. So, okay, cool. Yeah, we can take a look at this more in depth later if we're feeling that. Let's just take a look at the garage. Staging area. Oh, cool. Campaign editor, level editor. That's super sweet. That's gonna be something to... Yeah, that's really cool. I was always a fan of level editors and stuff like that way back for a variety of games. Cool, okay, so we got Colonel Sloan. We got Marcus. Oh, I'm liking this guy. It almost looks like he's like using a cane, just with like his pose and then that yeah, one thing, like, yeah, anyway. Complete pimp daddy. Biff. Ooh, Biff. I'm liking this. And I am paying attention to the power and speed. I'm kind of looking for the well-rounded character. So either her or her. That's pretty decent too. Yeah, sweet. Major Joe. Sarah. Ooh. I like Sarah. I think we're gonna use Sarah. So let's go ahead. Now I did boot up just to get sound settings and that kind of stuff to my liking for the recording. And so I did slot these in. Normally these would be empty, but yeah, I just fiddled around for a little bit, kind of doing the whole like firing to get a feel for just how loud everything is going to be. And I just happened to get these things, so I just threw them in there. So anyway, but I have barely played this. Okay, so arcade, casual. I think we'll keep it on casual for now. Medium is fine with me. Campaign. Do we want to buckle down right now, or just do something where it's gonna just be kind of like you got one run and you can just get a feel for it that way? I think we'll hard flood survival or wave survival. Self-organize into waves with visible gaps between them. Destroys many waves of automatons as you can. I think normally we don't do easy things, but I think this is reasonable enough. So one thing I want to mention, I'm loving the colors. And as I was saying that, oh man, This is sweet. So when I was doing the sound tests and all that stuff, I had a different ship with a different attack type, and I'm loving this. Oh, interesting. What does that even do? So yeah, we are missing a ton. So there are certain things that I'm not... Ooh, geez, what on earth? Certain things that I'm not going to be aware of. But we will learn as much as we can just from fiddling around. But man, the blue colors in the background are so gorgeous. Love the loading screen. The menus are all feeling really sweet too. I was really enjoying that. It's all, oh my goodness. Just like, I'm getting used to the controls and the hitbox as well. There's so many enemies we're just missing. So what you're seeing me doing, it like you pick up these power-ups and then you can essentially, that doesn't mean you have them right away as far as I can tell. You then press Y depending on what you have, and I think that puts it into effect. Oh man, I'm just being so sloppy here. What on earth? Okay, where am I? Okay, I was gonna say, what is going on?
The human race didn't end without a fight. After the mobilization of every military force
lost.
on
Everybody
Earth,
died.
the greatest battle of history commenced.
Sweet.
Using
Well,
every
that
weapon in their
wraps
arsenal,
things up,
the
guys.
human race continued.
Oh, we'll do this again. We're gonna check out... Oh, man. We're gonna check out Major Joe. Uncle Joe. Always was a fan of Uncle Joe. Okay, so let's do survival again. Let's get back into one of these. And one thing I do like is the fact that we got, like obviously I haven't checked every ship yet, but I do like that there is such a variety of characters to play as. Sometimes in games, it's more about looks, but it looks like each one actually has, yeah, something to them. I suppose as we play more, we'll uncover a little more and see what we think or see how it's been laid out for us. So this guy has what looked like heat-seeking missiles. That's really cool. Oh, nice. That makes so much more sense because it's like, how do you possibly keep up with only shooting straight? Meanwhile, it's just a constant wave moving forward. But, oh, I want that. Oh, wild. We can go right off the screen there. Crazy. Okay, now, oh, what? I didn't even see what I hit. What on earth? And I was about to say, like, yeah, this time we're not as focused on all sorts of different things, so we're probably going to survive a little longer. Man, this is getting tight. Spread? Oh, that's cool. I don't mind that. I'd like to get a little more breathing room if possible, because this is pretty tight stuff. Oh, we get even more of a spread going on here. This is sweet. Oh, I saw that coming, but I just didn't do anything about it. Oh my goodness, what on earth? I do like the way we have a re-entry happening. I can kind of see them like racing in from the background or whatever. Or I'm assuming that's what it is. Okay, I'm gonna pay extra close attention to as much as I can. So we've got all sorts of stuff going on right now. This is wild. Oh no, that was my bad. I got greedy there. Nothing but greedy. And I paid the price. Humanity paid the price. It's, yep. It was me. It was all me.
The human race didn't end without a fight. After the mobilization of every military force on Earth, the greatest battle of history commenced. Using every weapon in their arsenal, the human race
absolutely love the song that's playing right now. I'm not sure I even noticed when we were last on this screen. Oh my god, that is awesome.
Humanity had fallen, but in its death, gave birth to the automatons, the unnatural gods of the future.
Crazy. Gorgeous music. Well, guess what? We're gonna play again. We're gonna use someone else. Speed. The thing with speed sometimes, though, is like it can be a little too wonky. I would rather have... Well, actually... Yeah, I don't want to be like too fast until I get a little more familiar with the game. But I'm kind of thinking Biff. I'm loving his pose too, that's sweet. Survival. How about we see what this one is like, because if this is easy and this is hard, let's see how this goes. But yeah, so far I'm not seeing any issues. Everything is looking and feeling fantastic. I wonder if we can actually get rid of that. Maybe not. Okay, I just want to do one thing. Oh, strange. Okay. Very bizarre. Okay, when I was testing earlier, the music definitely functioned. I'm not sure why it's doing that now. That was a really small first wave. This is already looking way, way bigger. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. The power crystals. So yeah, I'm loving the background. This is really cool. Oh, I was looking to do something else and just did not even see those guys there, even though I knew there was a huge crowd. Oh, I love the color of those shots. They're so nice. Oh, okay, I see how it is. Oh man, it's so great just racking up the goods. Oh, I want that. This is really, really cool. I'm really liking this song too. Oh man, this is where we start getting into some nasties. Yeah, that huge laser blast is so handy. It's not even funny. Oh, just look at the colors here. Like, this is gorgeous stuff. And the shading on the asteroid chunks, like, just super cool. It's neat that you've got enemies that like come out so far and then turn back and just leave. Like so often you'll just have enemies that cross the screen, or they'll kind of like zigzag or like move around like a serpent and then they'll leave. But it's neat that these just come on and then go back the same way that they just came. Oh, this is getting very, very intriguing. You don't often see... What am I doing exactly? I think I'm just like spewing it out and then grabbing it. Okay. But yeah, you don't often see a horizontal with... Oh, I just like ran right into that thing. Yeah, you don't often see waves traveling vertically on a horizontal shmup, so that's interesting. Oh, that planet in the background is gorgeous. Sound effects are great, by the way. Really liking that. It's got a satisfying, yeah, feeling to it. I'll word it that way. Ooh. Nasties. I'd say we're doing pretty decent. Oh, jeez. So one thing I'm curious about is if we've got bosses or not. And if we do, they might not be in the mode we're playing. It might be like a part of the campaign or something, but there's also a possibility that... Oh, let's just get out of here. Let's just get out of here. We're down to one more life, and we don't need to screw it up. Yeah, the lighting. Oh man, so cool. Oh, are these destructible? So we seem to be unlocking some extra stuff, so that's always a bonus. After this, we'll scope out a few more things on the menu, see what we can... Oh! What on earth? Oh, that is that. Really, really cool. I'm loving the enemy
The
designs
human race
too,
didn't have
especially
that fight.
especially
After the
those guys that
mobilization
were
of
just
every
on screen.
military
Those
force
are
on
looking
Earth,
totally
the greatest
badass.
battle of history commenced, using every weapon in their arsenal.
Okay, so let's go check this again. Staging area attachment, database. Let's just go through a few of these things. Because I think... Man, so many attachments. What? Yet I don't see any that look unlocked yet, so I'm wondering if, unless I'm just scrolling too fast, but yeah, maybe we didn't unlock anything yet. It could be elsewhere. Enemy database. Let's take a look at this for a minute. That is a pretty impressive list of enemies. Weapon jammer, interesting. Yeah, those guys look so cool. Oh man, the technology is just awesome. Yeah, what a list. That is super awesome. Oh, folding. That would be sweet to see in action. If it goes through some sort of like folding animation or like who knows what. Okay, we won't go through all of this stuff, but I'm just kind of curious. Upload to workshop. Interesting. What is this all about? Okay, I don't think I'm gonna tamper with that right now. I think what I am gonna do though is I was actually really liking this ship. That is pretty sweet. So I'm gonna stick with him. Maybe scope some of these. Yeah, okay, so here's some of what we got. So this is clearly the only new one, but targeting computer has been linked into all friendly ships, increasing the critical chance by 2.5%. Okay, cool. Let's slot that in there. Splash missiles. Well, clearly we're gonna do that. Shall we do the campaign? I think we will. First encounter. I'm wondering if there's a way to skip the tutorial. Doesn't look like we can click on anything. I've rebelled over once. Greatest accomplishment. Okay, well, check it out. I'm probably not going to read all of this, but that pose is just so good. Okay, so press space to use ultimate. I like how big and long my laser is. Oh, that was not intentional. Oh, so good. Power-ups, oranges, specials, got it. Yikes. Oh man. Let's get that guy. Just love getting the goods. Oh, that was close. Oh, I love it. I love the way that just speeds up when you're doing a full line. Or at least it did the first time. Super cool. Doesn't hurt to just make use of the goods. Massive. Ooh, I wonder if this is. Oh, yeah, sweet. This is what I'm talking about. Not that this one's gonna be a challenge, because this is just a tutorial boss essentially. Okay, so you can't just shoot anywhere on this dude. It's got to be this like, top section, or that's how it seems anyway. Ooh, okay. Oh, what on earth? What on earth? Saw that coming. Okay, this guy we can shoot anywhere, but it just seemed like the other guy had that very specific spot. Humanity must prevail. Everybody got in my way. Sweet. So yeah, as we saw, start next level. Yeah, we got quite... I don't think we need to do any more training. We can probably just get into... yeah, this stuff. But yeah, as you can see, we got a whole slew of levels to choose from. Let's head on into... Homefront. Let's just see. We'll just do that. Yeah, cool. Yeah, overall, I'm really impressed, and this just got that much cooler. What on earth? Like, I would for sure thought this would just all be like outer space visuals, but the fact that we're actually down. Oh, okay, yeah. You don't just want to crash and burn, because then humanity crashes and burns as well. But yeah, this is really cool. I totally did not... I gotta remember, I cannot just go straight down wherever I please. Jeez. Yeah, like, it's not every day you have a shmup where you're seeing outer space because that's where you're fighting, and then all of a sudden you're just hitting up sweet locations like this. Okay, we'll just get rid of these guys this way, because we do want to grab those. And I really am loving the vertical shots that we got going on. It makes a big difference for getting rid of certain waves or schools of enemies. Oh, I got a drone now. That's super cool. I wonder who the first boss of Homefront is going to be. my goodness. Let's just avoid those shots, please, and thank you. Yeah, this is very fascinating because, like, you don't necessarily have tanks in outer space, but you certainly do on land, and that is just a neat mixture, in my opinion. These are getting hairy, guys. And I realize I'm not saying a ton right now, it's just because I'm kind of just more into playing and experiencing the game. I wonder what... Oh, okay. Oh, that's so cool. And I like the little fires once an enemy has started taking damage or whatever. That's a nice touch. Man, I'm loving these designs. They're so cool. Oh, that's so awesome. I've never seen a boss like this, as far as I know. Oh, yikes. I'm so glad we can take that out. That was a hard fight, but not enough to stop me. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, let's head somewhere. Yeah, sweet. I think we want to be going up in difficulty and just seeing how that scales for us. Okay. Yeah, cool. Let's just check. Increases the unlock chance of all attachments by wild. Attack speed also increases the length. Ooh, I like that. Okay, let's see what we got next. Once again, a really neat setting. That's so cool. It's not often you can clear cut in shmups. And we got the laser for the job. It's interesting because with the music, some of these songs, like, they start off sounding kind of all over the place, and then when they get into a rhythm, I just really start liking where it's going at that point. And it's very different and unique. Yeah, this is super cool. There are some shmups that I get keys for and I check out, and like, it's honestly, sometimes it feels like a chore just to go through it for just like a variety of reasons, but I'm actually really enjoying this. these tanks are just having a rough day. One thing I will note though is that even though I'm appreciating the music, in some ways I feel like there isn't yeah, I'm not even sure how to like articulate it. Like it's upbeat, it's all that, and yet it doesn't necessarily, like, not every piece feels like it is the most fitting, or that it inspires, like, just getting in there and crushing. And not that it has to, but I think it's a nice touch when you've just got pieces that have that kind of vibe to it, where it's like, oh man, no matter how nail-biting it gets, like you're just fueled by the music to pull off whatever crazy saves are required. But either way, like, it's definitely enjoying the tunes, the tunage. I love this part specifically. Reminds me of some of the electronic stuff I've actually composed over the years, using Machine by Native Instruments. Awesome, awesome hardware. Let's not forget the trees. We wanna be sure to take all those down. I suppose I could just stay right here. Done. Yeah, visuals are awesome. Like, the explosions and everything are just fantastic. Man, this guy is so full of it. Okay, so by the way, I have noticed that there is, I think it's X, you can hold down to, like, slow your speed, so that can come in handy at times. I'm gonna double check that just to make sure I'm not babbling on about God knows what, but so we'll jump into this. We'll just scope. Explosive. 30 kills will bring a kill streak. Ooh, interesting. Advanced battery increase the length of rapid fire. Cool, I think. I like that. Unless we had that in already. I wasn't even paying attention, but dumbfire missiles. Cool. Size of the side. I'm wondering what they mean by swords. Maybe they just mean, like, the beam itself or something? Okay, where... I suppose I'm not in the level yet, because I... Oh, wild looking pilot. But yeah, you can, or at least on my controller, it's X. You just hold that down. So, okay, now I see what they mean by the swords. We got those laser beams that are kind of like slashing outwards, almost as if the ship is swimming. Kind of reminds me of the blade you can have in Steriden, or the different melee weapons that you can be using in that game. Let's get these goodies. Man, we got all this great firepower happening right now. This is so cool. The range of those swords, yeah, is pretty limited at the moment. Let's go for that. Oh, no. Oh, that was just so silly. That was so silly. Man, just a whole row. Let's just go. Oh, that was close. You don't want to get too close to those guys. Alright, it's time to just use that. Just go like that. Doesn't hurt to get breathing room. I'm really, really loving this level. This is a blast. Oh, come on. I did not even... I did not... Oh, we're still in it. Okay. Go like that. Oh no! I did not see that guy till it was too late. Well, you know what, guys?
The human race didn't end without a fight. After the mobilization of every military force on Earth, the greatest battle of history commenced. Using every weapon in their arsenal, the human race continued. For a time. Eventually,
so fantastic.
Of war took its toll. Earth had become uninhabitable. Humanity had fallen. But in its
say
death,
that again.
Gave birth to the automatons, the unnatural gods of the future.
Crazy. But yeah, anyway, I think that's a great place to leave off. Really, really enjoying this. Yeah, there are definitely some awesome elements thrown into the mix that I really appreciate. I realize we didn't go through everything in like insane detail and all that kind of stuff, but I'm sure you got a nice little taste of what this is like. So yeah, anyway, I wanted to thank the dev for giving me this key. That is super, super appreciated. And I always love sharing stuff like this. I'm glad I can share it with you guys so that you can see. If you're interested, why not go check the game out on Steam? Because yeah, I'm sure they would really appreciate that. And it's a blast. It is such a blast. And yeah, anyway, I'm just going to leave it there. Thank you guys so much for checking this out. Really appreciate the support. You have an awesome day, and we'll see you next time.